Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipes. In this video, we are going to learn on how to optimize gradient boosting classifier parameters using grid search CV and random search CV. So these are my code snippets over here. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I'll explain to you the code over here as well as run this for you. So since it will take a lot of time, so let me first run this and then I'll explain to you the code simultaneously. Okay. So now let's get started with the model first. So over here I'm using gradient boosting classifier. So gradient boosting classifier is also a type of boosting model. The difference there, you must have heard about bagging model and boosting model. The basic difference is as a bagging model uses weak learners and then averages the output given by them. For example, now consider there are three weak models used. One gives an average of uh, 50, the other gives an average of 90, which is being overfitted, and the third one gives an average of 10 or 20 or 30, you can say. So that the total comes out to be, if I consider it to be 10, the total comes out to be 90 plus 40, 90 plus 50 then plus 10 means 150, and the total average comes out to be 50. So you can see how it protected your model from being overfitted by ignoring the value of 90, by adjusting the value of 90 to 50, and also being underfitted by adjusting the value from 10 to 50. So this is what bagging is. Whereas what boosting does, boosting learns in a sequential manner. So how it learns, basically for each weak learner, after each iteration it tries to optimize the weight of the previous weak learner to give a better result as compared to the previous one. If it finds that the result is better, it improvises the weights and the parameters, and if it finds that the result is poor as compared to the previous weak learner, it again optimizes, it again changes the weight. So after the explanation, you can easily understand that boosting is a much better method as compared to bagging, whereas because bagging averages them out, whereas boosting tries to increase uh, the quality of the model. Now this was about model. Over here I'm working with classifier model. Now let's go for randomized search CV and grid search CV. As compared to both are search CV method, but grid search CV works in a very systematic manner. What does systematic mean? It picks up all the possible combinations of from the parameters that you provide and then use them as the hyperparameter for training the model. Whereas randomized search CV randomly picks up the parameters that you provide and then gives you the result. So randomized search CV basically tries to maximize the entropy. So maximizing the entropy means it believes that the more random your selection is, the more chance of getting the result is better. So this was about randomized search CV and grid search CV, and randomized search CV is faster as compared to grid search CV since the selections are random. Now let's get started. So from sklearn I imported data sets. Then from sklearn.model selection I have imported train test split. After that, from sklearn.model selection I have imported a randomizer CV, then gradient boosting classifier from my ensemble module. From scipy stats I have imported uniform for generating random float values, and then from scipy.stats I have imported a random integer. Now I am loading my wine data set as that was randomized as CV, as that was a classifier model. Then X, I have saved the feature model under the name X and the target under the name Y. Then I'm performing train test split. I'd be using my training data set for training my model and testing the accuracy of my model. This is a very healthy practice to check whether whether your model is being overfitted or not. If it performs almost equal on both training and testing, this means your model hasn't been overfitted. But if it performs very training and very poor on testing, this means your model has overfitted. So basically I'll give you a brief introduction of overfitting. So overfitting means your model is trying to fit itself into the training so much that if I give any new data points to it, that if I give a model a new data point for it, it is not able to predict for those data points accurately. For here you need to pass three parameters, so x, y, then test size equal to 0.25. Now parameters. Here I have initialized my model gradient boosting classifier. Then parameters. So parameters are learning rate, subsample, n estimators, and maximum depth. After that, I initialize my random search CV. Need to pass estimator is equal to model. Then parameters underscore distribution is equal to parameters. CV is equal to 2, crossfolds, iteration is equal to 10, and n jobs is equal to -1. So this was about random search CV. Now let's try to understand grid search CV. All the basics are going to be same. There is just going to be the change in the code. So instead of passing random integers, you need to pass your parameter dictionary like this in the form of a list, and then when you pass that in grid search CV, you need to the estimator is equal to model is going to be the same. Just instead of writing parameter distribution, you need to write parameter grid. And instead of you don't write any iteration over here in grid search CV, but you write it like this, like any other parameters that you pass. Sorry, that should be in small. So for example, I need to pass 50, 100, 200 parameter. This is how I'll pass my iteration parameter in my grid search CV. Where in random search CV, you can just you need to write n underscore iter. In random search CV, you write n underscore iter is equal to 7. Okay, that is I want to perform 7 iteration. So this was all about sorry. Okay, now let's try to understand the final output. So first let's try to see the grid search CV output. My output was 98%. Sorry, my best score was 98%. Okay. Then my best parameters are learning rate is 2.01, maximum depth should be 4, n estimator should be 1000, and subsample should be 0.2. Now in this my best score was 97%, learning rate was 0.145, maximum depth was 9, n estimator was 666, subsample was 0.45. So Gritsa CV basically works better on lower size data set, whereas when you switch to bigger size data set, you should use randomizer CV. I'm not telling you should. You can go for both of them if you have a powerful GPU in your computer. But you can also, but for a normal person, you can go for randomizer CV. Now this was all about codes in this video. For more industry relevant project, you can visit our website, and for more code recipes like this, you can visit our website as well as our YouTube channel. You can also use this click here function for submitting your request for customized code in case you don't find it on our website. The URL for the code in this video is available in the description below. Thank you.